Is China using Elon Musk for economic diplomacy? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning, and that is it. So good, so fresh. Hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out. Talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a tech day. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk and his visit to Beijing, to China, to see what's going on over there when it comes to his production of his cars, his EV, obviously, Tesla, batteries, and there's a lot of things that are going on. He's meeting with partners. And I was reading an article over on TechCrunch. I want to share that article with you because I thought that was very interesting, and it gives sort of the climate around economics when it comes to US and China relations. And they're not great, but we can see companies like Tesla, or it's the CEO, Elon Musk, traveling to China and having good relations with them. And this article definitely shows how the people of China are receiving Elon. Not just the people, but the government or the country as a whole, foreign ministers and whatnot. So before we get into this, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks as of yet, go check them out. They are free. 100% free. Go over to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. Pick one up. Also, if you enjoy this content, even at least throw it a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not, and if you are, click this little button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And if you just want to say thank you for all of my hard work on this channel, there's over 900 videos, I think, on here. There's just 150 alone that are just Starlink specific. Matter of fact, if you want to see any Starlink content when we're done with this video, I put together a playlist for you. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, and most importantly, the why. But once again, if you just want to say thank you for all of this hard work, there's a little thank you button down here. You can click on that, give $1 or $2. That would be great. If not, that's fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel because I would absolutely love to have you here. Also, if you want to donate, today is the last day to donate for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, the kids with cancer, and how this hospital actually helps the families and the kids, and they do it 100% for free. They run solely on donation. So if you'd like to donate, right down here, there is a donation button. I'm doing 3,000 push-ups during this entire month. I probably hit more like 4,000 plus, I don't know, with all the working out and everything, but I wanted to make sure I do 3,000 push-ups, and I was trying to raise $1 per push-up. We're getting close. I think we're just over 2,000. Maybe we can hit 3,000, but if not, all of your help is definitely appreciated. Lastly, if you're looking for a VPN or you need faster internet service, or like me, more reliable internet service, check out Speedify. The nice folks over there gave us a promo code, which is JCristina. If you use that promo code, you'll get 20% off right in your checkout. Just put it in there and you'll get that off. If you don't think you can remember that promo code, just simply click the link down below. It will take you directly there, and it will give you the 20% automatically just by clicking that link. I'll stick that in the description as well as the pinned comment. So anyways, let's get into this article, and then I want to get some thoughts from you because once again, I'm just a talking head here. The most important things that happen on this channel is down below in the comment area. All right. So the article starts out with, on Tuesday, Elon Musk commenced his high-stakes visit to China, marking his first since before the COVID-19 pandemic. In an area of decoupling, the Tesla CEO stands out as one of the very few Silicon Valley tech bosses who remain committed to China. This commitment isn't surprising given the increasing pivotal role China plays in Tesla's ever-expanding electric vehicle empire. In Q1, the country accounted for more than half of the car maker's deliveries, partly thanks to its competitive pricing strategy. That means more than half, let's say 51% or more, of Tesla cars are being sold in China and made in China. Very interesting. Musk is also unabashed about his support for China's demanding work culture, even as his rigorous 996 schedule has drawn fire from the country's tech workers in recent years. Now, if you don't know what this 996 schedule is, basically what it means is 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. the workers work, and they do it 6 days a week. So they get 1 day off and they work for 12 hours a day. That's 72 hours in total per week. Not a little. It is definitely a lot. But this is that 996 schedule. The Chinese people have reciprocated Musk's affinity. With over 2 million followers on Weibo, basically Weibo is a Twitter alternative in China. Musk shares his thoughts and admiration for China, earning him the endearing name Iron Man. That's a cool name to get. Musk's visit to China holds the potential to strengthen Tesla's ties with the world's largest auto market. Musk busies himself with meeting high-ranking Chinese officials and core partners. Bilateral relations took center stage on Musk's first day in China as he received a warm welcome from China's foreign minister, Qin Gang. The gesture indicates that Beijing attaches great importance to Musk's visit, seeing it as an opportunity to send Washington a message amidst strained diplomatic relations. Interesting. While Qin stressed that China's development is an opportunity for the world, Musk echoed this sentiment, stating that Tesla opposes decoupling or cutting off supply chains and is ready to expand business in China and share in China's development opportunities. Tesla here seems to be reassuring foreign firms affected by the escalating tensions between the US and China that the gate to the Middle Kingdom is still open. It's worth noting that Musk has refrained from tweeting since his private jet reportedly landed in Beijing on Tuesday morning. This departure from his usual prolific tweeting is expected since Twitter is banned in China. That's not good, is it? He would be publicly violating Chinese law by circumventing the Great Firewall that blocks it. Knowing his trip's objective is to facilitate important deals, Musk probably wanted to avoid any controversy. While Musk may not be active on Twitter publicly, he took to Weibo to sing a little praise for China. Quote, "The China space program is far more advanced than most people realize," he wrote. The comment is intriguing, not least because SpaceX, Musk's own company, is aiding the US efforts in putting astronauts back near the lunar surface by 2025. Actually, on the lunar surface is what my understanding is. Outer space has become a significant arena for US-China competition, with both nations intensifying investments in space programs. As evidence, China announced its plan on Monday to send astronauts to the moon before 2030. On the first night of his trip, Musk chose to dine with an essential supply chain partner, CATL, or Cattle, we'll call them here out. Cattle, the world's biggest battery manufacturer, ranks among Tesla's top 3 battery suppliers alongside LG and Panasonic. Since 2020, Tesla has been using Cattle batteries in its vehicles made in China and soon became the battery maker's biggest customer. Batteries are the heart of electric vehicles, profoundly impacting a car's overall energy efficiency and cost. Securing a stable battery supplier is thus vital to ensure smooth production, prompting EV makers to forge close relationships with their battery partners. According to Chinese media outlet 36KR, Cattle is offering customers the option to buy lithium carbonate, a key material in lithium iron phosphate batteries, which dominate the EV market in China, for a set price of 200,000 yen or $28,000 per ton. That's a very competitive offer compared to the market price, which peaked at around 550,000 yen per ton in November. That is a massive disparity. You're talking about this company, Cattle, is supplying at half price, actually less than half price. How are they doing that? Very interesting. There is a catch though. There always is. NIO and Huawei and other car makers opting into the program will need to source 80% of their batteries from Cattle. However, Tesla seems to be taking a different approach by venturing into battery manufacturing and lithium mining. Very, very smart. This move aims to enhance Tesla's supply chain control, suggesting that it will not want to rely solely on a single supplier. Tesla currently sources battery-grade lithium from suppliers including China's Ganfeng Lithium, but Cattle is also making strides into the mining sector as it snatches up resources worldwide and even outbids Ganfeng for a major miner. It remains to be seen how the partnership between Tesla Tesla and cattle will develop in the future. So the way I look at this, Elon Musk is just a smart guy. He understands that his companies need to be in control of the supply chain. He needs to be in control of the parts. So if he's getting parts from a third party, now he's giving that third party control over him making whatever he is making. He doesn't want that to happen. So he is now looking at getting the resources needed to create the products, not just the products or the pieces. Right? It makes sense. So he's going to be looking at possibly getting mines, lithium mines, because he's going to need a lot of lithium. Then, of course, sourcing from cattle as well as LG and Panasonic. He's going to need a lot. All right. But what we do see is over 50% of Tesla cars are being sold in China and made in China, which is really quite interesting. I didn't know that that was the case. I thought the majority of his products were being made in California and sold here in the US. And that is obviously not the case. Now, to give you a little bit of real world context here, my real world. Well, I've always been pro-US, right? A proponent of US workers, and not China and giving into China and buying a ton of goods from China. That doesn't mean that I am anti-China. I'm just simply pro-American. I want things to be made in America again, in comparison to made in China and then shipped over for us to purchase. It would be really good for the US economy and for us US workers, right? Well, at one point I was creating a dye. This is like a mold, right, of a product that is an injection mold. They're very heavy, very big. They're made of cast iron, and they are for high pressure injection of plastic. Well, I sourced it in the US for months and months and months. And I found that the cost for me sourcing from China was about $5,000 in comparison to $7,500 in the US. Before I ordered a mold from China, I said, you know what, let me find out what this $2,500 difference is going to give me from purchasing from these parties or these manufacturers, these dye manufacturers in the US. And what I found out was this. All of the manufacturers of these cast iron injection mold dyes don't actually make them. Where do you think they come from? Exactly. All of these manufacturers are getting them, importing them from China, and then selling them to people like me. So what is the purpose of me buying something for $2,500 in total extra in comparison to buying it from China? It still has to come over on a boat. I'm still going to be waiting. Nothing changes here. Nothing changes. And that is one of the major problems that I have found as being a developer, a designer, an inventor of products. Many parts or products that you want to create here in the US can't be because the people simply don't make them here. It is a major problem. And the problem is a lot of manufacturer has shipped over to China and other countries, and they're no longer here. So you can't even get it here, even if you want to get it here. There's other products I won't get into that I create that I have to get certain portions and pieces from China, bring it in, and then build it here in the US. It's just simply how it is. It's the nature of the beast. This holds true for so many products that you buy on the open market here in the United States. Many times these companies are not trying to make more money by buying from China. The bottom line is they can't buy in the US because it's not being made here. It is a major, major issue. So my question to you is, do you think that Musk is doing the right thing by going to China and building up relations with them? Do you think so? Also, do you think that all Tesla cars built in China should be sold in China, and all Tesla cars built in the US should be sold in the US? Do you believe so? I am a proponent of that. The reason being is if a car is built in China, the Chinese people are building it themselves and they're buying it themselves. So it is helping their economy. The same here in the US. If these cars are built in the US, all right, and sold in the US, it is helping the US workers also, right? So I am a proponent of that. I want to know your thoughts on it. Also, would you be less inclined to buy a Tesla vehicle if it was built in China but sold here in the US? And finally, do you think that the relations that the Chinese government and Elon have this economic relationship? Do you think this will sway the US government from changing their economic policies with China or not? Because I know that the Chinese government is hoping so. What do you think? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did putting it together. If you have, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not. Click this button, do all of those things. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.